Is retirement still an option for me at 65? I asked that question because I am currently 57 years old. I'll be 58 this year. I am in $50,000 worth of debt. I have no savings, and I am currently starting a on my journey to pay off debt and trying to increase my income. And I thought about this because I was watching a video the other day about retirement planning and those of us that are in a similar situation as mine. And I was thinking, how am I going to set myself up for retirement when I have a little over 7 years before I am 65? That sounds so crazy to say because I don't feel a day over 35. But I am definitely approaching 60, and it's crazy to me. I know back in the day, I could never even phantom being 40 or 50, and now I am nearing 60. But I've been on this journey to get out of debt and plan for retirement because it hit me at one point that I was not prepared for retirement. I've been living my whole life in survival mode. So, welcome to From Welfare to Winning Wednesday. This is what my subject is going to be talking about today. Retirement. How do we get there when we haven't planned for it um, up until this point of our lives? And I was thinking, what does retirement mean? Retirement, they say, is not an age, it's income. So people can retire early, 40 in their 40s, 50s, depending on their income status. But for the majority of the population, most people plan to retire when they're 65. Maybe they work for a company for 30, 40 plus years, and they have their 401ks and their Social Security, pensions, and different things of that nature. And they have planned for that. But what if you have none of that, which is my case? I have not had a I don't have 401k. I don't have a pension. And my Social Security, I'm sure we're not all sure that's going to be there. And even if it is not going to be um, enough to live off of 7 years from now. So what we're in 2026. So if we think about 2033, will Social Security even be a thing? And if so, what is the cost of living going to be like by then? Because it's really tough now. So I was thinking about three things that can set us up for a decent retirement by the time we're 65. If you're roughly my age, if you're a little younger, great. If you're a little older, um, of course, you've got to make some adjustments, and we may have to work a little longer. And so the three things that I was talking about, the first thing I was thinking about is income. So what does retirement look like for me? For me, I don't want to go in and report to anybody for an hourly wage when I'm 65. Hey, I don't even want to do that now. So I'm reinventing myself. I'm doing things. I'm learning something new. Um, I've been taking AI courses. Uh, I started this YouTube channel. I'm learning how to do digital products, and I'm also operating a notary business. So these are things that I'm doing now to try to set myself up for the future. So, what can you do? What do you think you can do to increase your income? Maybe even have to change courses, maybe even add a side gig or something to that nature, whatever your lifestyle is. So, that's what I'm thinking about. What does my income need to be when I retire? Now, my income, that's the number one thing. Um, I'm getting into coaching. Um, I really want to focus on that part of my life, coaching and developing. Also, becoming a speaker and using all the avenues that I just mentioned, the AI, the digital products, creating. So, content creation. Now, am I looking to make a fortune off of those things? No, I'm looking to make a living. So I don't have to become a millionaire, which leads me to the second thing that we need to think about when we retire, and that's lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle will allow you to retire? So for me, I'm a very simplistic person. I don't own a home at this particular time. I am renting. I plan on moving up out of the rental that I'm in at some point. I have a roommate. That's not something that I intend on continuing for the rest of my life. So those things are going to change. But what does life look like for me when I retire? And that's something you got to think about. Are you still living in the big house where you raised your family? Everybody's gone. Can you downsize? So for me, I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have any children in the home. My children are all grown and on their own and doing their own thing. I have grandchildren that I would love to have come and visit and have a small space for them. But what kind of space do I need? So for me, I'm thinking a 1 or 2 bedroom condo maybe. Do I want to buy? I don't know. There's a lot of responsibility with coming to buy. Once I'm out of debt, do I want to go forward and get a mortgage, or do I just want to rent a a place down by the beach? I live in Myrtle Beach, so that's where I am in that vicinity. Do I want to do that? Right. So buying or renting another place, that's going to be the option, right? Um, the, a car. Once I pay my car off, do I need another brand new car? No. I can probably, if I can drive this one for as long as it lasts, and then after that, I can go and pay cash and get another one. I don't have to have the latest, right? I don't have to have the big home. Sometimes when I'm driving in the area and I'm delivering groceries, I do Walmart, and I'm in all kinds of areas here. Beautiful homes. Some of them are big and beautiful older homes. Some of them are brand new, newly built homes, 3 and 4 and 5 bedrooms. And I think, oh my God, that is so gorgeous. But it's a lot of responsibility. So if it's just me, I don't need that kind of space. If it's just me, I don't need the newest vehicle. So lifestyle, what kind of lifestyle do you want at the end when you're getting ready um, to retire? I want an easy lifestyle where I don't have to be concerned about anything. So the income is going to be determined by the type of lifestyle that you want to lead. Do I need to make $200,000 and $300,000 a year? 500. Do I need that kind of money if I'm living in a 2-bedroom apartment? I'm really thinking about becoming what do you call it, a minimalist. I always thought about that because when I first moved here, I was thinking, I just want a studio apartment. I don't have to have anything big. It's just me. My family, when they come to visit, we get an Airbnb, and they're only here for a couple of days. So why do I need a big house that I have to be responsible for? So think about what kind of lifestyle do you want to live when you retire? So number one, we think about what kind of income. Number two, we think about lifestyle. And that's going to drive or determine what kind of income you want. Um, Number three kind of goes with number one because what are we doing for income? Do you need to make a career change? Like me, I've been working in caregiving for the last, I don't know, 10 years, probably longer. Maybe almost 15 years now because I did it for a while I was in Detroit. That's what I was doing. Anyway, you might have to make a shift, right, in your career, if not adding on. So I talked about things like learning AI, learning how to do digital products, starting this YouTube channel. What can I do career-wise that will make more money for me? So we talk about making more money, we talk about lifestyle, we talk about a career change. Those are the three things we need to focus on. How do we move forward? Because I don't want to be the greeter at Walmart. I don't want to be. I have I had an experience a couple weeks ago when I was still doing caregiving. I was doing caregiving for a male. This man, I think he was 83, 84 years old. He is basically, he's not bedridden. You can get him up and he can get in a wheelchair and do all those things. But he was almost like probably between 350 and 400 pounds, somewhere in there. Big guy. But there was one day that I didn't go in for him. They had to send somebody else. I was off. And he told me that the person that was coming in was 83 years old doing caregiving work. And he was an 83-year-old man being sent to do caregiving for another 82, 83-year-old client. And I thought, that's crazy. Here this man is, he weighs between 350, 400 pounds. I was responsible for getting him cleaned up physically. You know, he needed a brief. He needed clothes on. You have to kind of roll him back and forth, lift him up and down, do all those things. They sent an 83-year-old caregiver to care for this 83-year-old man, client. And I thought to myself, what 83-year-old is still out here caregiving? And I guess we see a lot of people, a lot of them that are Walmart greeters. You might see some that's working in the fast food restaurants. And I thought, wow, not me. I can't be that person. So on Welfare to Winning Wednesday today, I want to encourage you to write down what you see as your future retirement. Then write down the steps: income, lifestyle, career. What those three things are, those three things, what is it for you? What would be your goals and how you can get there? So drop a comment. Let me know. Are you still working? Are you saved up for it? Are you um, close to retirement? Do you have anything saved? What's your plans? Share below in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. And I will see you on Friday. We can talk about it again on Freedom Friday. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good Wednesday.